Welcome back everyone to this strong and supple flow. So we're going to be starting at the bottom of the mat, coming down into all fours, grounding down into the hands, and we're going to take some scapular protractions and retractions. So drawing the shoulders towards each other, sinking down through the mid-back, and then pressing up and out, expanding the shoulders, creating space. So drawing the shoulders in and opening up the upper back. Keep those arms nice and straight. And then from there, coming up into the fingertips. So we're opening up, stretching through the fingertips. Nice deep breaths in and out. And then from here, take a nice deep breath. We're going to then start to move into these wrists for you. So from here, grounding down into the hands, take the fingertips towards the knees and just lifting up through the fingertips again. So we're opening up not just the fingertips, but also the wrists here, the back of the wrists, opening through, and then taking the fingertips out to the side, moving side to side. From here, maybe taking a couple of little circles in one direction, and then we'll circle it out in the other direction. Nice deep breaths in and out. And then finally, we're going to take the fingertips forward. And then from here, we're going to look to move the body forwards and backwards. So really just opening up through the wrist here, making sure everything feels nice and loose and is going to feel comfortable as we move through this flow today. Take the back of the hand into the ground and then switch sides, taking the back of the hand into the ground on the other side. From here, take the hands slightly further forward, tuck the toes in. Let's roll the bottom up, coming into a down dog, pedaling out the backs of the legs, opening up the hamstrings, taking a nice deep breath in. So the beginning of this flow is really going to be about actually opening up the body, releasing the joints, and then we'll move into the strength section. So from here, we're drawing the right knee to chest and then extending out into three-leg dog. And repeat that again. Now remember, we're really looking to draw the knee up and in towards the chest, bringing the chin towards the knee, and then from here, really lifting the back up as we do so, coming into the back toes. So you should really feel those abdominals engaging as we draw up and in, reaching up into that three-leg dog, and then from here, opening up the hips. So we're going to take some circles here, opening through the knee, the hips, drawing the body all the way through. And then from this point here, we're going to open out into our first wild thing. So we're going to press those hips up, opening up, bringing the right arm behind us. And then exhale, bring the hands back down to the ground and stepping the right foot to the outside of the right hand into this low lizard lunge. Inhale. And exhale, reach the right arm up high to the sky as we inhale, taking a half bind, taking the hand to behind the either bottom or maybe to the inside of the waist. Inhaling. As we exhale, you sink the back knee down, grab hold of the right foot, taking this lovely little quad stretch here, rolling the right shoulder back. Inhaling and exhaling. Unravel, ground down into the hands, step the right foot back, coming back into down dog, and we're going to repeat on the opposite side. So from here, let's draw the left knee to the chest and kick it out and up into three-leg dog. For 2, inhale. For 3, for 4, and last one. And just be mindful that as we open up, that we are making sure that as we extend that three-leg dog, we're not overextending the back. Circle out the hips, drawing the knee into those nice little circles all the way through, inhaling and exhaling. And then from here, we're going to open out into Wild Thing, lifting those hips up high to the sky. Inhale. Exhaling and coming all the way over, stepping that left leg forward into lizard lunge. Inhale, lift the chest up, roll the shoulders down the back, and then reach the left arm up high to the sky, finding that twisted lunge, reaching back towards that back leg. Inhale, and then exhale, release, sink the back knee down and grab hold of your right leg. Inhaling and exhaling. Release the hand, bringing the hand back up and over, stepping the left foot back, coming into plank pose. From here, take a nice deep breath in, walk yourself down onto your forearms, and then step it out. Return and do the same on the opposite side. So just alternating the arms, keep the core really engaged here, working your way through each side, bringing yourself up, making sure not to sink down into the lower back, stepping through. Well done. And then staying into this forearm plank, we're going to press up through the forearm. So really working the triceps, engaging the core, pressing it up and out. So pushing into the hands. Great work here. Keep pressing. And then from here, grounding down, seesawing the body forwards and back. Keep this going. Really, again, pulling those tummy muscles in, keeping the pelvis tucked in. Draw it forwards and back, and then from here, staying on forearms, we're going to hold that plank just for a few more seconds here. Engage that core, keep it going. Great work. And then slowly we're going to roll over onto our right hand side. We're going to reach that left arm up high to the sky, forearm side plank. From here, deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to reach that top arm overhead, so finding that full body side stretch. As you exhale, we'll bring the arm back up to the sky, and we're going to look to extend the left leg up to the sky. So in this 5-pointed star side plank, inhaling and exhaling. Release the leg, roll through onto the opposite forearm as we reach up nice and high to the sky, right arm up high. So really press those hips up to the sky here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to reach up and over. It's a big side stretch, pressing the hips up to the sky. And then as we exhale, again, we're going to return with the right arm up to the sky, bringing the right leg up high to the sky as well. Keep pushing up through the outside of that leg, lifting the hips up. And then gently release. Come back into a full arm plank now. And then from here, we're going to take shoulder taps. Now, the aim here is to, as much as possible, not rock through the hips. So try and keep a really solid plank here. Take the feet wider in your mat just to make this a little bit more stable if necessary. Inhaling and exhaling. And just finding that focus as we sink back into our down dog. Take the feet nice and wide now. So we're going to do little crossovers here. So reaching the left to the right ankle and then the right arm to the left ankle. Repeat this several times over and really think about as you're reaching under, finding that twist through the torso. So we're really opening up through the back, through the actual chest and the arms, and then reaching across, so finding that stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. Keep it going for a few more here, and then release down into this wide leg down dog. Wave the body forward, coming into full plank, into chaturanga, and exhale, press. We're going for 5 here, 2, 3, 4. And last one, press it all the way up, hold, and release. Inhale, rise for cobra. And then we're going to exhale, tucking the toes in behind us as we come into our child's pose. So either have toes tucked under if this feels more comfortable, if you sort of suffer from foot cramp or anything like that. Otherwise, flattening out through the backs of the feet and opening up that lower back. Inhaling as we come up to rise into tabletop and scooting through for thread the needle. Take the right arm up high to the sky, inhaling. And as you exhale, take a bind, grabbing hold of the inner thigh. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach your arm up to the sky, take the hand back down, reach it up and over this time. Nice big stretch. And then as we exhale, extend the right leg. So find balance here. And then slide the right leg around to 90 degrees to the body. Now with the bottom arm, see if you can grab hold of the toes whilst extending out with that top arm to the top of your mat. Release, bring it back in and drop down into our tabletop again. And we'll do the same on the side. Inhale and take the right arm underneath the left, thread the needle. And then the left arm is going to come up high to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, take the hand behind the back, tucking the hand in behind the thigh if that's an option. And then from here, nice deep breath in. We're going to reach the arm up high to the sky again, taking the arm up and overhead now. So find this full side body stretch. And then scoot the left leg back. So find your balance, pull into tummy, scoot the leg around, grab hold of the toes with the bottom arm, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. And as you exhale, release the leg back, unravel. Bring your arms back underneath you into that tabletop, tuck the toes in and wave the body back. Walk the feet forward, coming into a low squat. Now here, I just want you to kind of just reach out and I want you to shift your weight side to side. So not coming up into the toes, just shift the weight into each heel and moving through the knees. So you're just finding this opening into the hip flexors. From here, come down to the ground and with your blocks, ground down with your hands alongside your thighs, drawing the bottom off the floor and alternating the legs, lifting one at a time. Now I'm going to show you both options. So this is with the modification using the blocks, so lifting the legs up. And I'll also show you doing the L-sit with the lifts on the floor. The aim here is that you have the arms slightly ahead of the hips. So just showing you here with the hands to the ground. Lean forward slightly, lifting the bottom up, scooping the belly in, and then lifting the legs up. Obviously, as you can see here, it's a little bit harder when you're doing it off the floor than on the blocks. And then release. So from here, scoot your bum forward now, coming up into our reverse tabletop. And then inhale. Now, as you inhale, you're going to look to draw your bottom all the way back, coming into an L-sit, so bum off the floor, scooping the belly in, and then exhaling as we come up into our reverse tabletop. Inhale, coming into our L-sit. And again, I'm just showing you this with the hands on the block. So you've got both modifications, lifting up into tabletop and then inhaling, coming into L-sit. Inhale, exhale, inhale, draw those tummy muscles in, exhaling, coming into that tabletop. Inhaling, coming into L-sit and release. Okay, so from here, take your blocks behind you into parallel and then ground into the heels of your hand. Take your feet onto the floor, shuffle forward a little bit for me here. Bend the elbows and press up for our tricep dips. So we're going to be working into those triceps and really thinking about keeping the chest lifted and pressing through the arms. And our arms should be 90 degrees to the floor. So as you bend into the arms, the elbows are pushing straight behind you. They shouldn't be coming out to the side. Keep this going. Well done. Hips up to the sky again, reverse tabletop. And then from here, we'll exhale and gently release, coming all the way down to the ground. And remove your blocks out to the front of your mat. So from here, let's scoot the bum forward as we come into a glute bridge. Again, these are modifications that I'm showing you with the blocks. You could do this straight on the floor. Inhale, and as you exhale, drive the hips up, coming up into the shoulders. Think about rippling the body up through the vertebra, all the way up to the back of the head, and then releasing. Inhaling and exhaling, squeezing the bottom. So I'm going to show you here the modification with my feet on the floor, squeezing the hips up and back down. So continuing with the glute squeezes, really focusing on keeping the knees pressed outward and engaging the tummy muscles here. So don't let this all be about your bottom or your back. This should also be about your tummy engaging and making sure that we are rippling up through the spine not simply just making this one part of the body that is working. So shortly from here, we are going to be coming down to the ground, and grounding down, you're going to take the right leg, rising up and squeezing the leg up to the sky. And so we're now going to be working not only glutes, but also you may feel those hamstrings working. And we're going to be working at 10 reps on one side, and then we'll move into the other side. So just squeezing up, engaging the glutes, engaging our hamstrings, which is so important. And then taking that right leg over the left leg, bending the left knee and finding this nice deep glute stretch. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in. As you exhale, release that right leg over to your left hand side, inhaling and exhaling. And really finding an opening into those hips. Release, bring the leg back over, and then take the left leg up to the sky. And same again, bring the arms down by your side as we squeeze up, pressing the heel of the foot up to the sky, engaging the hamstrings and the glutes, inhaling and exhaling. Amazing work. Keep it going all the way to the top. And then from here, we're going to be looking to take our stretch. So taking the left leg over the right knee, coming into our reverse pigeon here. So drawing the knee towards the chest, inhaling and exhaling. And remember to really try and work with the breath, because the breath is going to allow you to deepen the stretch. Think of the muscles which are feeling tight, and as you release them, imagine them actually softening down. So bringing the leg all the way over to your right hand side now, finding that nice deep glute stretch. Inhale and exhale. Couple more rounds of breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, draw the knees back up and over, and then take your hands behind your feet and take them out into happy baby. So we're going to just find happy baby. And for those who have the flexibility, we will also take a full happy baby. Now, what I mean by this is we're going to look to extend the legs out to the sides. Now, you may prefer just to do one leg and then the other. Whatever feels right for you here, just work with what your body will allow. Just watch that you're not lifting your bum off the floor as you do this. From here, we're going to take our reverse cow pose. So we're going to cross one leg over the other, drawing the legs in towards the chest. And then we'll switch sides. Just be mindful that as you're bringing the legs towards the chest, so almost imagine you're bringing the feet down towards the floor. And that will allow you to ensure you keep the lower back grounded. Inhaling and exhaling, unravel the legs and then scoot your body up. And then let's come into forward fold. So stepping the left foot back this time, and we're going to rise up, reaching the arms up high to the sky for crescent lunge. Inhale and sink the back knee down. So we're going to go for 10 repetitions here, reaching the arms out and reaching all the way up to the sky. So we're going to really work that right thigh and right glute, squeezing up, and make sure we're bending the back knee. Nice deep breaths in, exhale as we reach, inhale, exhale. Continue here. And then from here, we'll take it into the other side. So nice deep breath in, reaching up tall, all the way to the sky. And then reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Now we're going to straighten out through that front leg. So straightening the front leg, maybe you have a slight bend in here if your hamstrings are tight, or you might want to release the front toes coming into the heel, finding a deeper forward fold. Perhaps walking the hands a little bit further forward will allow you to come a little bit deeper. And then from here, walking the hands back, take the right arm up to the sky for a twist. So we've got this twisted pyramid pose here, inhaling and exhaling, release. Take the hands back down, framing the foot, step the right foot back, and then from here, chaturanga, inhale, rise, cobra. And then exhale, tucking the toes in, rolling back into down dog. From here, let's switch to the opposite side now. So taking the left leg forward, rise up into crescent. Now this time we're bringing the arms forward. So as we come down, we sweep the arms down and up. Imagine painting a wall with your hands. Good. Deep breaths in as you rise up, exhaling as you release. Take your time here. If you're a little bit unsteady, that's fine. Just go a little bit slower than what I'm doing, but really focusing on engaging through the thigh. Make sure that knee is over the ankle rather than coming right over the toes, and keep moving through here. So again, just make sure those hips are parallel. So they're facing forward. There's no twist through the hip or the pelvis. Exhaling, inhale, rise. And now reach those arms forward again. Let's extend that front leg. Again, if you are a little bit restricted here, just keep the left knee slightly bent. Or you can walk it back, deepening that stretch, coming into the back of the heel, drawing the toes off the floor. Nice deep breath in. And then as we exhale, maybe walking the hands forward a little bit more, deepening the stretch even further. And then slowly bring the hands back, bringing the left arm up high to the sky for this twisted pyramid. Inhale. Exhale. Ground the hands down, framing the foot, step back, coming into our chaturanga, coming forward, nice and controlled. Inhale, rise, cobra, releasing the feet. And then exhale, this time coming into child's pose. Deep breaths in. Exhaling and walking the arms over to the right hand side. Deep breath in, opening up the side body. Exhaling, walking it out to the other side, just releasing any tightness in those lats. And then bringing the body back to center. And let's come into that tabletop. Tucking the toes in, rolling the body up and out into down dog. Come onto your forearms for dolphin pose and press out through those forearms. So working those triceps again. This might actually feel a little bit easier to the ones we were doing earlier on the forearm. Inhaling and exhaling. Now again, you could just do single arms, doing one and then the other, whatever feels most comfortable for you here. Or indeed come onto your knees if you're struggling. Well done. From here, grounding down into our down dog, right leg up high to the sky, opening up the hips. So we're stacking the hips now, just finding this nice deep opening, releasing the hips, inhaling, straightening out that left arm. And then as we exhale, draw the right knee up into the chest and we're bringing it across to the left elbow. So right knee to left elbow, finding that twist. So you really want to be drawing the knee right underneath you. I know sometimes people sort of say, I can't get all the way in, like the boobs get in the way or your tummy's getting in the way. Really think about arching the back here. That will help you to draw the knee up and across. From here, take the right leg to the outside of the right hand, walking the hands forward if you need to. Coming into that nice low lizard lunge again, inhaling, lifting the chest up, rolling the shoulders back. And then as we exhale, rotate through the feet. Right arm reaches back towards that back leg. And now we're going to take some dips here. So we're sinking the left hip to the floor, finding that nice deep stretch into the IT band. Inhaling and exhaling. Don't forget to work with that breath. Step that right foot back. And now let's switch to the opposite side. So left leg up high to the sky, open up the hips, straighten out that right arm. Nice deep breath in. Really try to open up that pelvis and then draw the left knee to right elbow. Same again, really just try to work through. Now, if your arms are starting to give up, just take child's pose and just come back in whenever you're ready. Keep working through, keeping those arms nice and straight and finding that twist. So we've really got to scoop the belly up and in, as it were. Then from here, take the left leg to the outside of the left hand. Nice low lizard lunge. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, rotate through their feet, coming onto the outer blade of the foot, sinking the hips down, reaching up. So again, we're finding this deep stretch in the outer thigh, okay? So you should feel nice stretch into the hip, outer thigh, and maybe also into the left glute here. Good work. Inhale, rise. Exhale, ground the hands down, step the left foot back, plank position into chaturanga. Inhale, rise, cobra, releasing the feet. And then exhale, let's bring it back into child's pose one last time. Take a deep breath in, and then tucking the toes in behind you, we're going to roll up into a wide down dog and then step the feet forward into this low squat. Slowly roll yourself down as ceremoniously as you can into the back, coming all the way down onto the floor, arms in cactus, feet about hip width apart, and then sweeping the knees side to side. Hopefully you feel like you've been really challenged here in this routine today, finding that element of stretch and strength. And now really just returning back to the breath, deep breaths in and out as we sweep side to side with those knees. And if you've been enjoying this routine today and you'd like to see more of this, please do comment below, and please, please, please do subscribe. It helps me make you more videos. Bringing the knees out into Baddha Konasana, we're just going to open up those hips. Again, if you find this uncomfortable, just bring the legs down to the floor, or you could take your feet a little bit further forward. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, release. Relax the shoulders, relax the back. Excellent work. Just take a moment to be thankful for all that you have done today, what your body has achieved today. And each and every time you revisit this, finding a little bit more strength. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, release. Now you can either remain here for as long as you feel comfortable, or in a moment we're going to come up to seated shortly. Take one more round of breath here. And then as you exhale, take the arms behind the back of the legs, drawing the knees together, taking the knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. And then we're going to just rock and roll up to seated, coming into cross-leg position. Back is tall, chest is lifted, rolling the shoulders back, closing off the eyes, and just taking a moment to feel the sensation of being seated before we close this practice today. And we're going to take our palms together, and we're going to start to create some heat into our hands. So when you're ready, bringing the hands together, rubbing the palms together nice and furiously, getting some heat into those hands. Place them over your eyes, your face. Take just a moment to breathe here, gently fluttering open the eyes, looking up, looking down, looking left, looking right. Releasing your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.